Hi there and welcome to the Daily Arsenal News Show. Let's dive into today's top stories. Mikel Arteta says he has a truly rare footballer on his hands at Arsenal. Arteta has now highlighted the unique traits of Jurrien Timber. Speaking ahead of tonight's Premier League clash against Luton, Arteta told the Evening Standard the following: Jurrien is a main one because he has a quality that nobody else has in the backline to actually affect, especially in the attacking phases, things that we do in both positions or three positions. We have more flexibility now. Arsenal have done well to cope without the Netherlands international Timber, who was signed in a £40 million deal from Ajax back in July 2023, only managed to play 50 minutes of Premier League football before suffering a serious knee injury. The Dutchman is now, however, closing in on a return to action, with Arteta also claiming that the Arsenal number 12 has got a good chance of playing again this season. In the absence of Timber, and with Zinchenko currently out of favour, Jakub Kiwior has been given plenty of game time on the left of defence. The Poland international was even entrusted to start in the crucial 0-0 draw against Manchester City. However, we would expect Timber, whose brother Quentin Timber is on Edo's radar too, to come back into that position when he regains full fitness. Arteta is clearly infatuated with what the 22-year-old brings to his side based on the aforementioned comments, so we highly doubt he will leave such an option on the sidelines by choice. Hopefully, Timber can play again for Arsenal this season, even in just 50 minutes of Premier League football. The man from Utrecht has already shown just how talented he really is. David O'Leary says he is just starting to like 24-year-old Arsenal player. Arsenal are very likable team at the moment. Even if you are a neutral, there is just no getting away from the fact that many of Arsenal's players are brilliant to watch. However, there are some Arsenal players who are more of an acquired taste, and speaking on Talksport, David O'Leary has stated that there is one Arsenal player who he is just starting to appreciate as a player. The Arsenal legend spoke about Kai Havertz, claiming that there are things he doesn't like about the German, stating that he is really growing on him as a player. He said, "Looking at him, I don't think he is a fella who wants the ball with back to play. He wants to come onto it physicality wise. Maybe that's why he doesn't want it back to play, but I think he is a danger. He is growing on me and has got better throughout the season. I think he is a threat coming in late to the box." It's taken 30 games for Havertz to grow on O'Leary at Arsenal, and to be honest, we can understand why. Havertz isn't a player who is easy to fall in love with. He is a very unique footballer who will only be appreciated by a certain subsection of the fan base. He is not great fun to watch, he is not overly skillful, and he is not that effective most of the time, but he does make some smart moves that are often only able to be appreciated after a long time. Kai Havertz may well be the most marmite footballer in the Premier League. You either rate him or you really don't. David O'Leary amazed by how consistent 25-year-old Arsenal player has been this season. David O'Leary has labelled one Arsenal player a revelation, claiming that he has been so impressed by his consistency throughout the season. There is no debate over just how great an impact Declan Rice has had since his club record move in the summer. Rice adapted so quickly at the Emirates, turning himself into a key part of the side, and with that, took over the transfer fee, which brought Rice across the capital, stopped almost immediately. He has come up with a number of key goals, and he appears to give Arteta's team such balance with the way he is able to protect the backline while also making an impact in the final third. Speaking on Talksport, David O'Leary suggested that he has been blown away by just how influential the England international has been. He said, "Declan Rice has had a fantastic effect. He has been so constant and such a high standard all the way through. He has been a revelation." It should not have come as a surprise to see Rice play so well. He has stepped up at every opportunity in his career, going from a bright centre back at West Ham to one of his country's most important players ahead of a major tournament. Arsenal now have the best defensive and attacking records in the league, and Rice has to take a lot of the credit for both of those statistics. If Arsenal do go and win the title from here, many will look back at Rice's arrival as a defining moment for this particular squad. Mikel Arteta says 17-year-old Arsenal youngster is very close to getting promoted to the first team. A new generation of young players are coming through the Arsenal Academy now, and one teenager could become a first team star soon, says Arteta. Mikel Arteta has always been willing to give young players an opportunity at Arsenal. The likes of Bukayo Saka, Emil Smith-Rowe and Gabriel Martinelli may have made their debuts under Unai Emery, but it's Arteta who has consistently given them opportunities with the first team. Using young players regularly has been difficult for Arsenal recently because they are fighting for the Premier League and the Champions League, but the pathway to the first team is there. There are a few extremely talented teenagers in the Gunners Academy right now, but one of them stands out more than everyone else, Ethan Nwaneri. The 17-year-old signed his first professional contract at Arsenal last week. Everyone at the club views him as a tremendous talent who has all the qualities to become a superstar in the coming years. Arteta spoke about Nwaneri in his press conference ahead of his side's game against Luton Town, and he revealed that the youngster, who Pep Guardiola wanted at Manchester City, is close to receiving a promotion to the senior side. He said, as per the Evening Standard, I was really happy for Nwaneri signing a professional contract. He had a great day. He had all his family and important people around him. A really proud moment to see another academy graduate signing his pro contract. He is very close to the first team. The opportunity is there. Now he needs to take it. Ethan Nwaneri is Arsenal's biggest talent in the academy, and he has become a household name. Mikel Arteta really likes him, and we feel it's only a matter of time before he gets more first team opportunities. The 17-year-old, however, isn't the only player Arsenal fans should be excited about. There are many others. William Saliba says crazy Arsenal star is actually the funniest player at the club. Arsenal have a number of different characters behind the scenes at the Emirates. Like every club, some players are quiet and just go about their business, while a few others are serious all the time and demand the same from others. The most popular players in the dressing room are always the funny ones, and there are a few at Arsenal who can make everyone else laugh. Aaron Ramsdale is one that springs to mind, while Jurrien, who is pretty funny too, the likes of Gabriel Jesus, Declan Rice, and even Ben White are all popular members of the squad as well. However, when William Saliba and Gabriel Magalhaes were asked who the funniest player at Arsenal is right now, both of them had the same answer: Alexander Zinchenko. When Saliba was asked why he picked the Ukrainian, he said on Sky Sports the following: So crazy this guy, every day, all the time. Arsenal signed Zinchenko from Manchester City in 2022 in a £32 million deal. The Ukraine international was one of the Gunners' most important players last season. He immediately raised the level of the club and helped them become title contenders. This season, however, Zinchenko has had injury issues, but even when he has been fit, his performances haven't quite been at the level required. He has even dropped below Jakub Kivior in the pecking order. Zinchenko will enter the final 2 years of his contract at Arsenal this summer, and the 27-year-old has been linked with move to Bayern Munich and even in Newcastle United. Nobody would have imagined Arsenal selling Zinchenko last year, but there is a chance now that the Gunners could cash in on him if a good offer arrives. Aaron Ramsdale exit from Arsenal a possibility this summer, says a transfer expert. This season has been a difficult one for Arsenal goalkeeper Aon Ramsey, having lost his place in Mikel Arteta's team to new signing David Raya. The Spaniard joined the North London club on loan from Brentford last summer and is expected to have his deal turned into a permanent one ahead of the 24-25 campaign. This leaves Ramsdale in a tough position, and a report from the Daily Mail this week has stated that Newcastle are interested in the Englishman. Writing in his latest exclusive column for Out of Sight, Fabrizio Romano has poured cold water on this rumor, as the transfer expert says that it's still too early to understand what Newcastle can do in terms of investment this summer. However, there is still a chance that Ramsdale will leave Arsenal during the next transfer window. Romano said the following: there have been reports of Newcastle being interested in Arsenal's Aaron Ramsdale ahead of the summer transfer window, and I can say that it's still too early to understand what Newcastle can do in terms of investment. As for the player himself, for sure Ramsdale will consider his future this summer, as the Englishman has lost his place as Arsenal's number one goalkeeper this season to David Raya. The Spaniard will move from Brentford ahead of the 24-25 campaign, and the Gunners could be open to letting Ramsdale go if good proposals arrive. Ramsdale can't stay on the bench forever, and the plan to leave Arsenal is considered a possibility. Although Newcastle's interest isn't concrete, there will be clubs looking at Ramsdale this summer, and it will be interesting to see if the England international makes a move. Arsenal make offer to sign impressive Brazilian attacker playing for league leaders. After Real Madrid's Rodrigo, 23, had bids from Manchester United and Liverpool rejected, Arsenal have now launched an attempt to sign him. Undoubtedly, Mikel Arteta is looking to expand his offensive options this summer. There have been rumors that the team wants to add players like Victor Osimhen of Napoli, Victor Gyökeres of Sporting, and Ivan Toney of Brentford. Brazilian attacker Rodrigo is now the most recent addition to Arsenal's hit list, according to Spanish publication National via Football 365. The winger, formerly of Santos, has received a fresh offer from Premier League giants Arsenal to depart the Bernabeu. The Gunners are now 2 points behind Liverpool as they pursue the Premier League title, and the club's management is already planning for the 24-25 campaign. Florentino Perez, the president of Real Madrid, is open to negotiating Rodrigo's exit should the right offer come along. The Brazilian is reportedly eager to stay at the Bernabeu despite interest from elite European teams like Manchester City, Paris Saint-Germain, Manchester United and Liverpool, so Arsenal will have fierce competition for his signing. The Gunners are reportedly fully aware that recruiting Rodrigo won't exactly be cheap. The Real Madrid president is not willing to accept any offer lower than 90 million euros for the Brazilian star this summer. Rodrigo's efforts have earned him 138 league appearances for the Spanish Giants, in which he has scored 25 goals in La Liga. He has also established himself as a mainstay in the Brazilian national team lineup, with 22 caps and 5 goals for his country. Although Rodrigo's contract renewal until June 2028 indicates his dedication to Real Madrid, Arsenal are still hopeful that they can sign him. As we wrap up today's Arsenal news, remember to stay tuned for daily updates right here on the channel. Don't miss out on the latest updates, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like if you found this information valuable. Your support means the world to us. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.